Shalom, my friend. God doesn't test you by giving you more. He tests you with what's already in your possession. This might be the most uncomfortable truth you encounter today, and it's precisely why so many remain trapped in endless cycles of craving more while mishandling what they already have. The divine operates according to principles that directly contradict human instinct. Understanding this distinction determines whether you expand or remain frozen in place. I am Rabbi Shimon, the Torah life architect. I translate ancient Torah design principles into actionable modern clarity. What I'm sharing with you isn't religious doctrine or empty spiritual platitudes. This is foundational life architecture revealed through millennia of Torah wisdom, applicable whether you practice traditional faith or simply seek to understand how genuine growth actually functions. Today, we're examining the stewardship test, and I need to be absolutely transparent about what this is and what it isn't. This is not punishment for your past failures. This is not divine delay designed to frustrate your progress. This is not evidence that you lack faith or inherent worthiness. The stewardship test is God's precise methodology for preparing you for expansion by observing how you manage current responsibility. It's a design feature, not a design flaw. The Torah reveals a foundational law governing all authentic increase. Expansion follows demonstrated trustworthiness. This law operates regardless of whether you acknowledge it, believe in it, or find it palatable. Capacity must precede expansion. Responsibility must precede reward. Faithfulness with small things must be proven before much is entrusted. This sequence isn't negotiable because it protects both you and what you're destined to steward. Consider how this law manifests practically. Money doesn't fix financial disorder. If you can't manage $1,000 with precision and intentionality, 10,000 will amplify your chaos, not resolve it. More opportunity doesn't correct faulty judgment. If you consistently make reckless decisions with minor choices, larger opportunities will expose and magnify these destructive patterns. More responsibility doesn't strengthen fragile character. If you dodge accountability with current commitments, additional responsibilities will crush rather than elevate you. This is precisely why the divine tests through stewardship rather than abundance. The test reveals whether you're prepared for increase or whether increase would actually damage you. Most people misinterpret delayed expansion as divine rejection when it's actually divine protection. You're being shielded from receiving what you're not yet equipped to handle wisely. Let's examine this principle across different domains of your life. Your relationship with money. How do you actually handle the resources currently in your possession? Do you track every dollar with deliberate intention, or do you operate with fuzzy awareness of your financial reality? Do you allocate money according to crystal-clear priorities, or do you spend impulsively and wonder where it vanished? The divine observes your money management patterns because they reveal your stewardship capacity. Financial increase demands demonstrated financial wisdom first. Your relationship with time. Time is arguably your most precious resource because it can never be recovered or replaced. How are you stewarding your hours? Do you fiercely protect your time boundaries, or do you permit others to devour your schedule without consideration? Do you invest time in activities that compound value over years, or do you squander hours on entertainment and distraction that evaporate immediately? Your time management exposes your understanding of value and your readiness for expanded responsibility. Your commitments. When you give your word, do you honor it completely and consistently? Do you arrive exactly when you say you will? Do you deliver precisely what you promise? Do you finish what you initiate? Commitment keeping is stewardship training because larger opportunities require unshakable reliability. Every broken promise signals to the divine that you're unprepared for greater trust. Your relationships. How do you treat people who can offer you nothing in return? How do you respond when others fail or disappoint? How do you navigate conflict and disagreement? Relationship stewardship reveals your character under pressure, and character determines whether you can be entrusted with influence over others' lives. Leadership demands demonstrated love and patience in the trenches, not just in theory. Your work ethic. Do you give complete effort regardless of supervision? Do you pursue excellence even when the task appears insignificant? Do you actively seek ways to add value beyond minimum requirements? Work ethic is stewardship of opportunity, and expanded opportunity flows exclusively toward those who maximize current opportunity. The Torah reveals three foundational stewardship laws governing this testing process. First, what you mismanage cannot multiply. This law serves as divine protection, shielding you from increase that would become destructive. If you cannot organize your current possessions, living space, schedule, or priorities, multiplication would generate overwhelming chaos. The divine withholds increase until you demonstrate management capacity, not as punishment, but as safeguarding. Second, small order predicts large trust. This law explains why the divine scrutinizes your handling of seemingly trivial details. How you treat minor things reveals how you would treat major things. How you manage modest amounts of money forecasts how you would manage substantial sums. How you handle minor responsibilities indicates how you would handle major ones. Nothing is too insignificant to matter because small things are the training ground for large things. Third, chaos signals unreadiness, not rejection. This law reframes struggle and difficulty entirely. When your life feels chaotic, when you feel overwhelmed, when increase seems impossible, this is feedback, not condemnation. Chaos indicates that your current capacity is fully utilized and you need to develop superior systems before you can handle expansion. The divine isn't punishing you by withholding increase. The divine is protecting you from increase that would intensify your chaos. To illustrate this principle, consider Joseph's biblical account. Before Joseph could steward Egypt's resources during 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine, he had to demonstrate stewardship in progressively challenging situations. He stewarded his character while serving in Potiphar's house. He stewarded hope while imprisoned for crimes he never committed. He stewarded wisdom while interpreting dreams without any recognition. Each situation tested different dimensions of his stewardship capacity. Only after Joseph proved faithful with small responsibilities, unjust circumstances, and unacknowledged service was he entrusted with national stewardship. The progression was deliberate. Joseph needed to develop the character, wisdom, and systems required to manage abundance before abundance could be safely entrusted to him. His stewardship testing prepared him for stewardship success. Similarly, the construction of the Mishkan, the portable sanctuary in the wilderness, required precise order before divine presence could dwell within it. Every measurement had to be exact. Every material had to be prepared correctly. Every component had to be assembled in proper sequence. Only when the structure was complete according to divine specifications could God's presence fill the space. Order preceded presence because presence requires proper preparation. This brings us to a practical stewardship assessment. I want you to honestly examine your current management patterns and identify areas where improvement is essential before expansion can safely occur. What are you currently careless with? Look at your possessions, your commitments, your relationships, your time. Where do you operate with sloppy attention to detail? These areas expose where stewardship development is needed. What do you blame instead of manage when problems arise? Do you seek external causes or internal solutions? Do you blame your circumstances, other people, or timing for your challenges? Or do you accept responsibility for what you can control? Blame indicates unreadiness for increased responsibility because responsibility requires ownership. What would collapse if it grew today? Honestly assess your current systems and structures. If your income doubled tomorrow, would your financial systems handle the increase, or would the extra money create more chaos? If your business doubled in size, would your operational systems support the growth, or would everything break down? If your influence increased significantly, would your character sustain the pressure, or would you make destructive decisions? What do you treat as insignificant that God treats as training? The divine assigns significance to things you might consider trivial: your punctuality, your follow-through on minor commitments, your treatment of service workers, your response to traffic delays, your reaction when technology malfunctions. These seemingly minor situations are actually stewardship training exercises that reveal your readiness for major responsibilities. How do you handle pressure and disappointment when things don't unfold according to your plans? Do you maintain your character and continue operating with integrity? Or do you become reactive and abandon your principles? Stewardship under pressure reveals authentic capacity because increased responsibility always includes increased pressure. Where do you compromise your standards because no one is watching? Authentic stewardship means maintaining excellence regardless of oversight. If you only perform well when you might be noticed or rewarded, you're not ready for independent stewardship. True readiness means doing the right thing consistently, even when there's no immediate recognition or benefit. What patterns of waste or carelessness persist in your life? Do you leave lights on in empty rooms, food uneaten in your refrigerator, or tools scattered instead of organized? Do you start projects without finishing them, make commitments without keeping them, or begin relationships without nurturing them? Waste and carelessness in small areas predict waste and carelessness in large areas. Now I want to address common objections to this stewardship principle. But Rabbi Shimon, I don't have enough to manage properly yet. How can I demonstrate stewardship with insufficient resources? This objection reveals fundamental misunderstanding about what stewardship actually means. Stewardship is not about having much to manage. Stewardship is about managing whatever you have with precision and purpose. You can demonstrate excellent stewardship with very little money by tracking every dollar and allocating it intentionally. You can demonstrate excellent stewardship with limited time by protecting your schedule and investing hours wisely. You can demonstrate excellent stewardship with basic possessions by maintaining them properly and organizing them systematically. The amount doesn't determine stewardship quality. The attention and care you give to whatever you have determines stewardship quality. Another common objection: what if I'm already overwhelmed with what I have? How can I handle more? This question actually validates the stewardship principle. If you're overwhelmed with current responsibilities, additional responsibilities would increase your overwhelm, not resolve it. The solution is not to receive more before you can handle what you have. The solution is to develop superior systems for managing what you currently possess. Overwhelm often indicates poor boundaries, unclear priorities, or inefficient systems rather than excessive responsibility.